First, a hard winter training. We must undergo a hard winter training and not rush into things for which we haven't prepared. Before the advent of modern warfare, armies typically disbanded during the winter. War was not the total war as we understand it today, but more like a series of raids punctuated by the rare decisive battle. When Epictetus said we ought to go through hard winter training, the Greek word is chemekesai. He was disrupting the notion that there is such a thing as part-time soldiering, or part-time anything for that matter. In order to achieve victory, one must dedicate every second and every resource into preparation and training. LeBron James doesn't take a summer break. He uses it to work on other aspects of his game. The US military trains its soldiers day and night when not at war. In preparation for when they have to go to war, when they do go to war, they fight until it's over. The same is true for us. We can't do this life thing half-heartedly. There's no time off. There aren't even weekends. We are always prepared for what life might throw at us. And when it does, we're ready and don't stop until we've handled it.
All right, so today's quote was first a hard winter's training. And to be honest, when I read that quote this morning, I thought it was a little bit too extreme, right? I like balance. LeBron doesn't take the summers off, so as well as soldiers, they don't. But that quote will come to bite me back today at work when I did see that come to fruition. Because I had a few difficult, or let's say conflicting conversations today that could have been prevented had I just been a bit more proactive in terms of calling these leads, calling these people earlier. But what ended up happening was these conversations started up in early August. So in August, to be quite frank, I was a bit more complacent on that vacation mode, didn't have that much urgency. And I started to see the result of that today. And a book I really like is The 50th Law by Robert Greene and 50 Cent. And in it, it speaks about when you're super comfortable, that's when you want to be extra cautious, because that's when something unexpected can knock you off course. Conversely, when you are feeling really down, that's a great time to use that negative energy to create a reversal and generate momentum in the right direction. And so the thing with sales is, a lot of the things you do today do end up resulting in the final result a few weeks, if not months down the line. And so because the seeds I sowed in August during vacation mode weren't the best, now the fruits of that labor aren't that good today. And so biggest takeaway, not get too complacent or lazy. September's a new month, so really aiming to crush it this month, be a bit more proactive. And if I have that hunch to call, which I should, and have that voice in the back of my head, I'm just gonna act on it right away. So more of a learning lesson today as opposed to a win, but wins and losses in this journey. So that's day 3 in the books. On to the next.